Let's talk business now with Nona Peltier, who's joined us in the studio. Administrators of the failed RCR Tomlinson are talking to potential buyers for the New Zealand business. Now, these are the guys that were involved with the city rail link. So what does this all mean for that project?
Well, it looks like somebody will come along and buy up the New Zealand assets of the failed company, which hold a contract to build the CityLink service, and so that potentially could be business as usual come the new year, depending on who turns up to buy the company. So the administrators are looking at various offers. Apparently they've received quite a few. So there's some confidence that a new buyer will come in, take over the existing business, run it as a going concern, and everything will just carry on seamlessly. Now, we'll see whether or not that happens. It's a lot of ifs here.
Does that mean, do they if they buy the business, they get the contract?
Well, I suppose so.
That's the way they're talking.
It depends. I mean, certainly would be in everyone's interest if it carried on seamlessly. I mean, if you've got an interruption, it's going to cost more. But if you can continue working, then potentially that could be quite a good thing. So right now, the CityLink folks are working with the administrators and trying to get a resolution. And the existing the managers of the business in New Zealand are also working to find some resolution. So far we've got all the parties pulling together, and New Zealand assets are well sought after. So there would be potential buyers around looking at things. Yeah, of course the New Zealand dollar is rising, mind you, just saying.
We're getting a bit more expensive. Hey, the Christchurch-based construction company, Corbell, has collapsed, and I mean this seems like to be another one in recent days. Yeah, so what projects were they involved in?
Well, they were a Canterbury-based company, and they had done quite well there and wanted to expand, become a $100 million company, and moved into the Auckland market, got some contracts here to work for the Ministry of Education on school projects and so forth. But they had some problems with a townhouse complex in Parnell, and the court ruled against them. I guess there was a lawsuit happening, and I don't know the details of that, but the bottom line is they lost. And when they lost, they basically lost their shirt with it, so they couldn't carry on. And so now the Ministry of Education is, again, working with the administrators of that particular company, hoping to find a resolution so that those projects carry on. And I think the projects were worth something like $35 million. So
a lot of money. And
yeah, a lot of
question
money. Question marks, always question marks when these things happen. We don't have an answer though. Just more questions.
Yeah. And what about the market, the rest of the market? What's been going on?
It's interesting. Our market was doing really well today, but towards the end it turned kind of sour. So it ended down just a tiny bit, like 10 points only. So that's not even a whole percent, 0.1%. 10 points down to 8,866. Now, compared that with Australia, that was down 1%. Asia turned sour because the deal that potentially could be on the table between China and the US might not be anything to get excited about at this stage. But our dollar strengthened, never mind, and we are trading at 69.5 US cents. That's quite a lot. 94.3 Australian, again, it's a good number, and 54.6 British pence. So we'll see what happens next.
Thank you, Nona.